Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you the 4th section to Chapter 8 in my Castlevania Night Difficulty video walkthrough. And this is the throne room and the final confrontation with the Lord of Shadows in this area, which is obviously the Dracula equivalent, even though Dracula's not in this game, which is fucking bullshit if you ask me. But I guess, you know, I know less about Castlevania than the people that now design it. But there you go. So this is the mother of Laura. I forget her name, but she's a female vampire. She is the Lord of Shadow of this area, this territory, and here she is. And the start of this fight is kind of interesting. She's going to spawn a ton of vampires, and they're all going to start attacking you. And she's going to do a radius of an area of effect attack that kills her own vampires and you, so you want to get rid of it. So you want to, should I say, stay ahead of it like I'm doing now. And I'm not too sure in this fight whether or not you've got to kill a set amount of vampires or a set amount of time has to pass, because you'll notice I don't fight at the start of this fight because I think I can just avoid it completely and she'll turn up and we can get to the proper fight. But I think you have to kill a certain amount. I think that's how it works. So my best bet would be to use all the holy water you can, because holy water is king against these motherfuckers. And as soon as you kill them, you're gonna hit this cutscene, and then she's gonna turn up, and she looks a little less glamorous than she did in that robe, because she's now got saggy titties and awful skin, and those roots are just atrocious. But she's nice and simple. You can sync block pretty much everything she does. If you see the flash, it means you can't, so make sure you avoid. And the best thing to do when she starts summoning vampires is just kind of ignore them, because it's one of those cases where she'll just summon more if you focus on them, and it'll just slow the fight down. But just keep focusing on attacking, and as soon as you see that opening, just keep hitting, and sync block if necessary, because a lot of the stuff she does, like just then, you can sync block, and when you counter her, it'll do some massive damage. And if you can get her in a nice loop of animations, where I'm doing now, where she attacks, I block it, she attacks, I block it, you can generally have some fun. But if you see that glow when she swings, don't block, or she's going to do some massive damage to you. But I mean, look at this shit's simple. Just stay in her face, keep attacking. When she swings at you, sync block it. Job done. And it doesn't get much more complicated than this, really. This is definitely one of the easier Lords of Shadows. It isn't the worst. The worst is that fucking Necromancer rip-off, Shadow of the Colossus. That is just garbage. That is anal seepage in the gaming industry. I think it's broken bullshit and wrong. I think it should have been a nice momentous fight against Patrick Stewart, but that's just me. Spoiler alert, not that you care. If you haven't played this by now, why the fuck are you watching the video? Unless you enjoy listening to me mumble on. But this cutscene means that she's pissed off. I don't know what gave me that impression. And what she does now is she'll start firing bats at you. And the bats do damage, but they're nothing crazy. And if she goes up in the air like that and it starts to flash, get the hell away from her, because if you don't, she's going to come back down and the area of effect is going to kill you. And then as soon as she lands, it's time to just repeat ad nauseum once again. Just keep watching what she does, keep sync blocking, keep attacking, and just watch that life bar fade. Obviously, I'm not going to be using my powers to speed this up a lot, even though I could. It's a personal preference choice. You definitely should, because it's just one of those fights that's unnecessarily long for the sake of it, and not quite as interesting as they probably thought it was on the drawing board. But just keep ploughing away, swinging your whip and everything. And I'm going to mention something that I noticed in the film I was just watching, which was Iron Man 2. And I think Iron Man 2 is a really bad sequel to an exceptional film. I don't know why. I don't know why it so went wrong from the original. It just seemed to be all substance and no soul. You know, too much effects, not enough happening. I don't know, it might just be me. I can't explain it. I'd have to, you know, fucking prophesize for a few hours and then come with something. But there's the AI controlled drones towards the end that Mickey Rourke's character creates. I forget, Whiplash or whatever the fuck he's called. And the last ones that attack the city and start going nuts, they look so much like the Leo suits off of Gundam Wing, if you ever watched that anime series. Because they're kind of like a a tan green, they look humanoid, they're a biped, and they've got a shoulder mounted cannon, which admittedly the cannon that the LoS had on the anime show, they did hold it in their arm, but it extended all the way up to the shoulder, and it's pretty much the same kind of cannon. And it just looks like a silent homage to a pretty awesome anime that was political as hell, but still really cool if you've not seen it. And this is the end of the fight, but it's never that simple, so there's a really protracted quick time event against this stupid woman, so just make sure you don't fuck up, because if you do, you will probably have to do the entire fight again, because, you know, this game was checkpointed by a retard. But just keep doing your thing. And it says on the video there's like 2 minutes left, which I can't really see because this is totally the end, which is really strange. Really strange. But we're coming to like the second third of the game. There are only 12 chapters, and the 12th chapter is one level, and they're all getting shorter. So hopefully I should be able to get this out to people that actually need it or want to see it, and then get on with some guys that are going to help my channel grow, because I'm in a bit of a pit at the moment in time. I've just got Brink out. I was hoping, even though it's a bad game, that it might have, you know, had a nice little watershed moment for me to hit some views up and have a nice spike of activity, but since I hit 380 subscribers, getting to 400, it seems to be taking forever. I've been losing more subscribers than I've been gaining, and it's a mixed feeling. So don't know why that's happening, but whoever does stick with me, I appreciate each and every one of you. That's the end of this level. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and you take care now.